Tyrannical Police Department, how can I help you? Okay, well, I mean, listen, there's been quite a few people talking about the situation where the officers left the children inside the car. Listen, folks, I mean, the guy had a warrant, okay? That was the guy who had a warrant. He was to be arrested. He had a warrant for no insurance a few years back, and it needs to be taken care of, regardless of the fact that we left the children in the vehicle. I mean, the kids, yeah, they were underage, I get it, but you know what? They had each other, all right? And we felt it was fine, and so we did what we were going to do. And furthermore, what are you going to do about it? I mean, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. We run shit. You don't. Hear me?
My safety at risk, because what you're doing is you're widening the gap between public trust and law enforcement officers.
The number of arrested Bexar County deputies climbed again to 17 this year and 2 this week.
Think I'm playing, bro? Huh?
But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 law enforcement officers, all for a man with a camera.
No, he's no threat. Hold your fire.
What about him?
Not this time! Believe me, there's a much bigger threat to the men in blue!
A lot of police brutality cases.
That's him! Kill the bastard with the video camera! Get him!
Our power that we hold as law enforcement officers is nothing more than a facade. It's a badge and a gun. I'm afraid that these actions are going to wake a sleeping giant, i.e. the American people.
What was it like being married to a police officer?
I'm super excited. It was really tough. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different ballgame, but I had a blast, so thank you.
I got my rights to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
What? In Colorado, many law enforcement leaders say some officers are quitting and specifically citing the qualified immunity ban as one of the reasons why.
There has not been some rash of frivolous lawsuits brought. In fact, the sky hasn't fallen at all.
Mari Newman is a civil rights attorney representing the family of Elijah McClain.
If there are officers who don't want to continue to work in law enforcement because they'll be accountable for their actions, those are not officers we need.
What the hell? Who would leave minors? Who would leave in the car by themselves? In the car late at night. Late at night.
I know who it is. Is it your local police department?
First Alert 4 exclusive tonight. A bystander pressing record showing police leaving 4 children abandoned after their father's arrest. The family and now the Hazelwood police chief digging into what happened.
And the parents spoke only to First Alert 4's Alexis Zotos, outraged over police oversight.
Come on, man. My kids in the car, dude. I got kids in the car, man. They got going on.
A bystander recorded this video of a traffic stop in Hazelwood Wednesday night.
I'm driving. I notice the lights. I pull over.
Joseph Hibbler was heading home from a funeral.
It was my dad's funeral and my kid's grandfather.
Her fiance was taking their children home when he was pulled over.
He asked me to get out the car. Says I have active warrants. And I'm like, okay, but my children are in the car.
The warrant was for no car insurance from several years ago.
It's not even serious, man.
Then you hear the officer tase him. Meanwhile, the children, ages 14, 13, 11, and 1 year old, sit in the car.
He didn't let me call anybody. He didn't let me call and make sure that my kids were safe. He didn't, he just threw me in the car and sped off.
And then they just pulling off with him.
The bystander's video, which he gave to the family, shows the officer leaving with Hibbler. Other officers then check on the kids, but the 4 children are then left in the car alone at the scene.
What the hell? What the hell? Who will leave minors in the car by themselves late at night.
According to the Hazelwood police chief, that initial traffic stop here at Lindbergh and McDonald was over expired license plates. Now there's an internal investigation underway. J.K. Robertson is still processing the terror she felt when she found her children.
We end up seeing them on the side of the road with the door left open, the headlights on, the car still running.
Hibbler was released early Thursday morning. No charges have been filed against him, and he's still in shock how a traffic stop over a license plate escalated.
My children are in the car. It's no way you finna try to take me away from my children at this point, you know? Like, just give me a couple tickets so I can just go home. I'm a couple minutes down the road from home.
The Hazelwood police chief tells First Alert 4 their policy states minors are not to be left unattended. News 4 is working to learn the status of the officers involved and the full scope of the investigation.
All right, now in our story, we did blur some of that video because at this time, First Alert 4 is not identifying those officers as they have not been charged nor any disciplinary action has been taken. The chief tells us the internal investigation is looking into use of force and the policy regarding leaving children unattended. We have also requested body camera video of this incident.
The violation of Constitution County Sheriff's Department, how can I help you? Yeah. Huh? It's Officer Jackass. Yeah, sometimes I'm over at the Tyrone Police Department. I'll be there later on today. Yeah, what do you want, sir? What could I do for it? Right? Yeah, I heard about it. Okay. Yes, our officers did. Yes, we did. We left the children inside the car after we arrested the driver, which was the father. We're doing our job. I mean, what do you? Okay. Yes, they turned out to all be minors. Well, our officers made a sound decision on those kids able to stick together and make it through. I think they were just fine. Okay. Yeah. So it was around midnight. Okay. The driver had a warrant. Yeah. Oh, an old insurance warrant about a year or 2 years ago. But I mean, listen, he had to take care of it, right? Right. And he got tased. Yeah, kids were screaming. Right? Hey, look. At the end of the day, there's nothing you or the public are going to do about it, right? Nothing. Yeah, sure. Hey, like I said. All right. What would happen if something had happened to the kids after we left them there? I mean, did you have to ask that question? Nothing. Nothing would happen. We do what we want, right? Right. Okay, sir. Are you done? All right. Bye. Yes. Yeah. 6. Yeah. Just lock them up at 23 and 1. Who cares? People are a joke. We run this place. You don't. You understand that? And next time I see you, I better see ID right away. I don't care. It doesn't matter if we violate your rights. Who cares? We run this stuff. You don't. The public. Like that. On the 12th day of Christmas, the police gave to me 12 stops to check for papers, 11 hairline fractures, 10 tickets pending, 9 court cases ending, 8 tasers tasing, 7 screeching sirens, 6 power tripping tyrants, and 5 felonies. 4 unlawful orders, 3 retaliations, 2 fabrications, and a horrible trip through the county booking. 5 felonies? Ooh. What did he say? Horrible trip through the county booking? 8 tasers tasing. 11 hairline fractures. 9 court cases ending. 10 tickets pending.